Hi Cancer, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. How are you today, wherever you are when you're watching? That's a huge shout out to you. I want to look at your tarot scopes for March 2022. These are a general reading. They won't resonate with everybody, but if they do, stick around, tune into the reading and claim it. If not, move on, come back to it at a later date. This is for your sun sign, your rising sign or ascendant, or if your moon is in Cancer, or if Venus is in Cancer, by all means, check this reading out. Okay, let's get going. I'm using my Black Moon Astrology cards and the Mystical Tarot in the next throw. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what's happening for Cancerians. Cancerians, I'm seeing Venus, love, relationships come forward at this time for you. And, you know, this is all about being in the feelings, which is where you like to be. So focusing in on those relationships that are important to you will be a feature or a theme of the month. What else can I see for Cancerians? You know, I'm seeing, oddly enough, somebody with a surfboard. So it could be that you're thinking about, I know it's the middle of winter in some places, or getting toward the end of winter. This shows me that, you know, you could be thinking about taking some downtime and really luxuriating in, if we think of the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, this is about nurturing energy, whether it's nurturing the self or nurturing relationships around you, focusing in on that. Could be for nurturing yourself, needing to take some downtime, perhaps a bit of a trip even. Or if you're a surfer, maybe you should surf. All right, let's have a look at the astrology cards. All right, what's coming up for Cancerians in March 2022? Something wants to come out. Yod, destiny. Okay, now that was sort of like in the pack. It was like that. So this is sort of a bit like, you know, the images here are looking at the Tree of Life, of course, with the Yod, but what is in your destiny? It's something that you might be thinking about, or what happens in March has something to do with destiny. Let's see what else is there. Okay, you can see the pattern of the Yod. It's an aspect in the astrology chart. You can see the pattern there in the zodiac. The Yod destiny is at play in March 2022 for you, Cancer. Okay, let's see what else is here for Cancerians in March 2022. The 10th house, the world, okay, career, public expression. Pisces got this as well. That could literally be the world, world events, destiny. You could be thinking about that. And we've got the solar eclipse revolution, solar eclipse. When's the next eclipse coming up? Earth element stability. Okay, here is what I think is happening for you, Cancer. I think you're worried about the world in which we live. And in March, you're quite worried about that. How does that impact you? The other aspect here is a revolution, you know, can be in learning how to surf, for example. If you're working in an office 24/7 and you take the afternoon off to go to surfing lessons and you've never surfed before in your life, that is a revolution as well. It seems to me you want to do something differently here in March. Let's see when the next solar eclipse is. Is it in March? Because if so, something will occur around that time for you, or could occur around that time for you, 2022. Let's have a look. So next solar eclipse, I think, is in April, on April 30th, 2022. So that April could be a significant month for your, and I think it is for your career, you analyse. So career matters are coming up, and particularly around March, April for you. You could even be asking yourself, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my career? All right, let's move to the tarot, to the mystical tarot, and get some more detail on this for Cancerians. Cancerians. You know, can destiny be changed? You know, I think that's the same as, can we change fate? Fate and destiny. There is always free will, and our choices determine our destiny as well. Though there are some that argue that those choices were destined to be made. Okay, I want to tune in. Quite a curious reading for you, Cancer, in March. When I see things around destiny, fate. All right. You know, it could be that you're just overthinking a bit too much as well. Virgos can tend to do that. They analyse down to the details. What's coming up for Cancerians in March 2022? Cancer, March 2022. Straight out, we have the King of Wands. Now, I shuffle copiously. You might want to check out the Pisces reading, because I think for some Cancerians, particularly if you've got placements in Pisces, it's a relevant reading. Okay, the Devil energy, toxicity. You want to move out of things that you may be attached to, moving out of those spider webs, any kind of addictions, any kind of attachments. You want to break the chains, basically. The Three of Wands. This can be waiting for your ship to come in, but she's looking overseas as well. So there is this focus here, perhaps on worldly things, worldly events. The Eight of Swords. There's definitely worry, too much worrying, too much in your head, putting yourself into that prison of your own making. What's in the sky? The Five of Cups. This can be somebody who's dwelling on regret, dwelling on things that have already moved. These are in the river. They are already flowing away from her, and she still has two left. So it's not in March about what you've lost. It's what you still have. It's about counting your blessings. And the Page of Swords, in the near future, an information or truth coming through to you. But this is about using the wisdom. This person stands on top of the books. I keep getting that some Cancerians are really worried, or are feeling the state of the world at the moment and worrying about that. But this is a message here to move into your wisdom, to your knowledge, to the knowledge that you have accrued over many, many years. The Queen of Wands. So we've got Sagittarius energy. What motivates you? She's very fearless. Fire energy. She will stride forward without fear or favour. And we have the Nine of Cups, which talks about wish fulfillment. So I think right now, in the here and now, things are steady. But it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot through worry, through worrying. And that could be what that devil energy is. That could be what that toxicity is. So the Ten of Wands in the hopes and fears. This is carrying a heavy load, literally. She can hardly bend down to pick flowers because she's carrying so much on her back. She's stooped. So that surfboard image that I got could be a message for you to rest. Rest in March. Take it easy. We have the Hierophant, have faith. This can be spirituality, can be a higher source. The owl is reading to this girl in the tree. The Page of Swords stood atop a mountain of books. It could be a gathering of your wisdom. It could be allowing those wise words to come through. But I do feel with the Four of Swords clarifying that, yeah, there's some kind of tiredness, exhaustion, something here. This talks about needing to retreat. And the Eight of Pentacles, yeah, I do feel there's a message to ease up a bit. It'll be okay. Your work will be okay. Your money will be okay. Stop stressing. Stop worrying about what you can no longer influence. It's already moving past you. Worry about what you've got. And we've got temperance, moderation, and healing in all things. The base of the pack, we've got the Tower and we've got Judgment. They are quite heavy cards, Cancer. It shows me the worry that you may have. And the Judgment card, it's inevitable. What will happen is inevitable. You can't stop it. However that resonates with you. Draw on your faith. Draw on your wisdom. Allow things to go that need to go. Okay. I'll leave it there. There are a lot of different... I think I was reading for a lot of Cancerians in that reading. But I think one thing in common is you're feeling the state that the world is in at the moment. You're feeling the collective unease. And you need to break away from that worry. There's nothing that we can do except move into our higher vibrations and live in the present moment. All right, Cancer, thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.